Compuware's Topaz Workbench combines the power of the File8 family of products with the ease of use of a modern IDE to allow your programmers to quickly understand and manipulate their mainframe data. Let's look at three common programmer tasks: edit and browse, search, and comparing of data files. Let's begin with edit and browse. The File8 data editor allows for editing and browsing DB2, IMS, ZOS datasets, and ZOS Unix files. Regardless of data format, the File8 data editor presents data in this spreadsheet look and feel, including a set of intuitive controls. Sorting on a column is as easy as clicking on the column header. Right-click will gain you access to certain column controls, such as the ability to freeze columns. You can also open up some row controls with right-click to allow you to manipulate rows. Changing data can be as simple as clicking into a cell and retyping the data. In addition, when applicable, you can display the data in both formatted and unformatted modes. You can also display the data in hex and look at specific entries, a row or record at a time. You can also manipulate your editor request, for instance, setting selection criteria to only retrieve certain records or rows, or setting fields if you don't desire to see the entire record layout. You can also control other processing options. Once you have the criteria as desired, you can save it under a given name and then re-access it with that name. It's also then available for export or import. Once saved, these named requests can be accessed through the File8 marble. Here we are bringing up a previously saved DB2 request. These consistent, intuitive set of controls speed up the development process and allow your developers to concentrate on the content of data rather than on the tooling itself. File8 Eclipse Search allows your programmers to interrogate their ZOS datasets for specific content. These can be vsam files, sequential files, or PDSs. The results returned will include both the datasets that found matches, the number of matches, and the specific matching entry. Clicking on a matching entry will open up that dataset in the appropriate editor, either the source code editor or the data editor. You can also control the search, for instance, setting selection criteria or saving and reusing requests. Using search, your programmers can more quickly understand their data and focus in on specific content. File8 Eclipse Compare speeds up the development process by allowing your programmers to identify similarities and isolate differences between two ZOS datasets. The results are returned in clear, easy to understand graphics. For instance, in this case, we compared two sequential files and found no differences. Compare can also be accessed from the File8 marble. In this case, we're comparing two vsam files and also mapping the data to a record layout. This compare produced some differences: some changed records, some inserted records, and some deleted records. We can get more detailed information about these differences by either clicking on the appropriate bar, clicking on Details, or clicking on Differences on the left. To isolate the changed records, you can click on the Changed bar. This will return the detailed for the changed records. The top half shows the file differences, and the bottom isolates on a specific record. On the bottom, you can show the records top to bottom or left to right, mapped to the record layout, or showing a flat record layout. You can also scroll through the changed records. On the top, you can extend this display to also include the inserted records and the deleted records. And as usual, the programmer has a set of criteria they can use to control the comparison. For instance, they can pick any of 4 record matching methods, depending on their understanding of their data. They can use selection criteria to limit the records that are being compared. And if so desired, they can use fields to only compare certain fields within each record. And finally, they can use limits to control the output that's produced by the compare. The FileAid clips edit, browse, search, and compare facilities give your programmers powerful yet easy to use capabilities to assist in application understanding and speed up the development process. Assuming the existence of the appropriate FileAid product on the mainframe, everything shown in this video is available at no extra cost, and it is included as part of your maintenance.